The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Dolphins and the Hawks under the lights on Sunday night.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild human field. Tonight, the final dress rehearsal, week 3 of the preseason. And we got a good matchup on tap as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injury on the play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him and we'll step aside for a moment.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Well, they would have got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Running left, Achane.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Tua now on first down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
Now Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Tua going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Achane is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
On second down, here's the option.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Call it a gain of 7. And it gets him a new set of downs. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points in the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty win because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking to pass, Tua.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's across midfield.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Walker.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
It is now 10-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Miami set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. They'll get to the line here, but remember, yards, also third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
Back to throw now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Sly able to put this one through.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be competitive.
And now off to the races down the right side. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. In our game,
Coach,
expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Achane to start the drive. Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the
chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Up the middle, Achane.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Tua on the bootleg here.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2.
16. Dolphins 14.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Seahawks take back over. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The center receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Here now, 2nd and 4. A pitch comes to Walker.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to number 13. 5 yards on the play.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Play action, they'll throw. For the left side, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a give up the middle.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Slide for the PAT.
And that makes it a 9-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Lead a block in the back. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Quickly complete into the right flat. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second and a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. Back to throw.
That's caught left side, Ruckert with it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And his throw here's incomplete. Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Dolphins. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. And they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Shedding the tackle. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. So the Dolphins now down by 5. 2:13 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. But remember now, no overtime in the preseason, but where the score's at now, overtime would be unlikely. If these guys can put it in the end zone here, they'll be looking pretty good.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they were just hoping for something to go their way. A tip ball, a penalty, anything to get them within shouting distance of field goal range. But now, with the clock where it is, this is going to take something close to a miracle to pull this one out.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Seattle.